get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last and Gundy said to the team, he said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Goes up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
From deep, Teletovic grabs the board. Lakers trail by 11. Williams attacking. He dishes it to Livingston. Smith with a screen on Johnson. And Matthews kicks to Teletovic. And the shot is good.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now, here is Webb. He's got 17. Picked by Bargnani. Webb the pass to Bargnani. Here's Baines. Again, the Pistons score.
They haven't been able to stifle them defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Jackson against Williams. Pass to Matthews. And the layup's good off the glass. Matthews has got his first points of the game. Here's Webb. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch, that's painful.
The three that misses would have counted had it gone in. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Pistons. Here's Freak now on being selected to his first All-Star game.
It's a huge honor, you know. I mean, I couldn't have an All-Star kind of season without help from my fans, teammates, and my coaches. So I got to thank them for supporting me and, you know, helping me get to this point.
What do you think, Clark, about his All-Star selection?
Well, I think it was deserved, Kevin. I mean, the All-Star game is the who's who of the NBA, and you want your best guys front and center for that showcase, and he deserved it. He definitely qualified for it.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
We've got Russell. Matthews out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Williams at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And Matthews gets it to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Los Angeles.
And, guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Webb. The long-distance three is buried. Webb's got 25 points.
This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the three-point line.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
and free throw percentage. A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And as you said, one of the best shot blockers in the league. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane.
Young's checked in for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Lou Williams. Detroit also making some changes. Humphries comes in for Aaron Baines, and Morris subbed in for Johnson. Russell with the bucket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And here is Webb. He's got 25. Here's Humphries, and he overshot that one, missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers played some outstanding basketball. He ended up with 53 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Now, here is Webb. Following the shot by Roy Hibbert. Picked by Humphries. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Russell. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Randall. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Ladies and gentlemen, Laker girls.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Nick Calathis, he's checked in for Russell. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Temple's checked in. From deep three-point range, and he knocks it down. Good looking three there from Webb. Webb's got 28 points for the game. Stolen by Webb. Goes up. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Reverberation throughout the entire building on that one.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And how about the impact that's going to have on your team? You can imagine how much adrenaline starts to flow through the veins after that one.
Now, here's Webb. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Talk about great numbers for Freak. He's got 30 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Smith checked in for Hibbert. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Livingston in for Bryant. Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Screen by Smith to stop the run. Livingston, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
The Lakers with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. Back to Young. Puts up a three. The shot no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. Detroit with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. And the basket by Webb.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point. And they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Lakers with some changes. Matthews, he's checked in for Young. And it's Williams in for Nick Calathis. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Bargnani is checked in for Chris Humphries. Good on the second free throw. 1:25 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Webb. They get it back. And Drummond throws it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Here's Webb. After Wesley Matthews' score, picked by Bargnani. Webb kicks to Bargnani.
Sticking too much.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Teletovic. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Teletovic has got 6.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Livingston dishes to Williams. Over in the corner, Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. Here's Webb. Three-pointer. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Pistons ahead, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it down to Doris Berg, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off, and I've been applying them over and over in that first half. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going. We're in a great spot, and it's because of the defense we've played. Keep up that intensity, and they've got no way back into this game. Something we're doing well right now is spacing and shot selection, and we're shooting it pretty well. Getting open, getting looks, and making sure to make the pass when you don't see something. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
Here's Russell. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Detroit, Webb. He's in at the point. Chris Humphries is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Meeks in at the two-guard spot.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
From deep, Webb can't hit.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
From beyond the arc and then some. Webb's got 40 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Bryant. He's tightly guarded.
What are you doing? Stay down. Stay down.
That's his first personal foul.
Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Webb. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Russell kicks to Kobe. Stolen by Webb. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Freak with the ball. Here's Young. Leaps for it. Chris Humphries comes up with the rebound. Humphries has got 3 rebounds now in this one. The three. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Webb.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow. What a game.
Start it.
For the Pistons, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Johnson comes in for Marcus Morris. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. And a different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Margnani comes in for Chris Humphries. Marcus Morris is checked in for Johnson. And Webb subbed in for Jody Meeks. Outside Williams. Smith with a screen on Jackson. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Takes the 3. Teletovic's shot is good. Teletovic has got 12 points in the game.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Move the ball.
It's stolen. Now the Lakers on the break. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's good. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
They get the rebound, and Drummond kicks to Jackson. To the paint. Webb with it. Here's Drummond. Kept alive. More. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the... And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Calathes is out there with Williams. Then it's Randall. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. And it's Matthews in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. On the wing, Williams with his first shot attempt. Rebound, Detroit. Humphries has got his 4th rebound in this one.
+8. Nasty.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Climbing the ladder for... The 360, that's major bounce right there.
Yeah, Clark, he was sky high on the finish.
And how about the athleticism, coordination, and obviously a lot of confidence to pull something like that off.
Matthews passes to Teletovic. Randall kicks to Calathes. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. And yes, sir, that one drops. The Pistons have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
Move the ball.
Webb, left side Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Here's Webb. The shot is off, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Calathes dishes to Randall. Williams against Webb. It's Williams with the drive, and it's sent back by Drummond. Now, here is Webb. Lets it go from deep. Calathes grabs the board. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Poke loose. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Puts up a 3, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from Webb. Webb's got 53. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pistons?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
From deep three-point range, another 3 for Detroit.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Here's Calathes, guarded by Jackson. Calathes passes to Matthews. Good. That's Calathes who picks up the assist. 10 points for Wesley Matthews.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
Calathes kicks to Williams. The 15-footer, again, Los Angeles.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Webb can't hit. LA is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Williams a screen on Jackson. Calathes dishes to Williams. And Teletovic kicks to Matthews. Again, the Lakers.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Webb. Teletovic grabs the board. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Williams passes to Teletovic. No good on the three. Detroit's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Here's Webb. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Double team on Williams. It's Matthews on the wing. And the 3-ball is good. Matthews has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Detroit.
But Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Feeds to Matthews. 3-pointer. Can't hit.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
Here's Calathes. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille
During the team's current winning streak, how concerned have you been with making sure you get yours?
It's never about the numbers for me. It's about wins. As long as we're rolling like tonight, then I'm good. That's an easy question. What else you got?
Looking at the stat line, you took a lot of threes tonight. Any particular reason for that?
Well, Mr. Reporter Man, let's look at the facts. Do I have good range? Absolutely. Have I made a lot of threes in the past? Of course. Do I have the swagger to take them when I can? You know it. So there you have it. I was trying to win games, baby.
So you've been selected to play in the All-Star game next month. Do you feel like you were deserving of the selection?
That's a strange way to ask that question. So I'll just say that it's an honor to have been chosen. And I'm excited to get the chance to go out and represent this team and these fans. The All-Star Game has always been one of the highlights of the year for me ever since I was a little kid. So it's a great feeling to know I'll get to be a part of it this year. So that's it, I guess. Looking forward to it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Detroit Pistons. Last game for the Pistons, they picked up the W against Los Angeles. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll have a claim as the best point guard in the game today. Heard it here first.
And the only time he's not shooting, Kenny, is when he doesn't have it.
No question.
Oh, I see
that one.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. See you later, folks.
What if he's mentally shooting?
It's the Pistons, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. And Brandon Jennings out with the injury. He will be missed.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I don't think there's any doubt. You know, when you watch that live, that seemed to be far worse. So still small comfort for him having to sit these next few weeks out, but hopefully he'll be back soon.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Webb in at point guard. Andre Drummond is out there with Humphries. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's Morris in at the 3 slot. They get it back. Humphries with the bucket.
He was the first one to react to that. That miss, excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Can't get it to go. And Detroit the other way now. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided a sweep, but that wasn't the case, was it?
And here's Rubio, following the three-pointer by Freak. To halt the run, and that one's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Webb. Shot is off. Good D by Rubio. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Levine can't hit. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Webb. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking.
rim. That just puts a little more momentum on their side.
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Picked by Humphries. Jumper off the screen, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Here's Webb. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Webb's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Towns. He's coming off a 16-point game against Utah. Wiggins against Morris. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Webb. And now the Pistons fast break. Freak with the ball. Finishes the break with a slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Now, here's Rubio. He has 5. Here's Levine. On the wing, Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. 16 feet away, and again it's Minnesota.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Towns comes with a double team. Releases. Pistons keep it alive. Pass to Webb. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Detroit.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff